Now, as we know that the pleural membrane that is covering both the lungs and the bronchioles, they terminate into alveoli. So this is a section of the alveoli. Now here the part starting with the external nostrils up to the terminal bronchioles constituting the conducting part, whereas the alveoli and their ducts form the respiratory or the exchange part. So this part is called as the part where the exchange of gases need to take place. So the conducting part transports the atmospheric air to the alveoli, clears it from the foreign particles, humidifies, and also brings the air to the body temperature. Whereas the exchange part is the place where the actual diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the blood and the atmospheric air takes place. So lungs are situated in the thoracic cavity, thoracic chamber, we already know that, and this is anatomically an airtight chamber, and the thoracic chamber is formed dorsally by the vertebral column and ventrally by the sternum, as we have seen in the previous presentations, and laterally by the ribs, and on the lower side by the dome shaped diaphragm that is there. And here we find that the lungs in the thorax is for any change in the volume of the thoracic cavity that is reflected in the lungs or in the pulmonary cavity, and such an arrangement is essential for breathing, as we cannot directly change the pulmonary volume. So respiration involves these steps: breathing or pulmonary ventilation, by which atmospheric air is drawn in and carbon dioxide rich alveolar air is released out. So we already know that oxygen has to be transferred into the blood capillaries and carbon dioxide needs to be released out. Diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide across alveolar membrane and transport of gases by the blood, it takes place. So these are the blood capillaries where you can see how the oxygen and carbon dioxide, they are being exchanged. Then is diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the blood and the tissues. This is how it happens. From higher to lower concentration, they'll be diffusing. And diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the blood and tissues. Just a second. And utilization of oxygen by the cells for catabolic reaction and resultant release of carbon dioxide or cellular respiration. This all happens here. So in detail we'll be studying all these. You can see here in the alveoli, you can see these are small bunches of grapes which just look like alveolar sacs. They are there and they are supported by connective tissue. These are the alveolar ducts which are arising from the bronchioles, and here the mucus glands, they are also there. Mucosal lining is there which is secreted by these lining, and these are the pulmonary veins and pulmonary artery. Now here you can see the atrium or the alveoli. These are the spaces. Okay, when they get filled with the air, they just stretch their membrane like a balloon. And these are the capillary beds. Capillary beds are the network of capillaries, blood vessels, which are thinnest of all. They are present here. So here you can see how in the blood capillaries and the alveolar sac, the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. So this is just a brief outline of how the steps of respiration happens. More details we'll be studying in the coming presentations. Thank you so much for today.